Brigitta Gust Boynton. I joined in 1963. I just moved back from California and got married and jumped into Service League. I've also served on the executive board in 94 as secretary. And at the time, I encouraged Jane Austen, the president at the time, to call Pat Johnson, who was at the Muskegon Community Foundation. I said, "You've got to call her. We have to join forces with them so we can do better at contributing." And she finally did, and the Women and Children's Fund was born. And I think that is huge. We have a fund now that will last forever to support area charities. I'd like to read the Michigan mission statement if I can also. We believe that we have the obligation to support the community by providing volunteer services and charitable gifts. We further believe that in doing so, we support each other through friendship and that we become more capable women and role models. How was that? Was that okay?
I am Nell Dana, and I joined Service League in 1966, the year after I was married. So I've been a member ever since, and I love it. I loved it in the beginning when there was Nearly New, little shop, which I love going to because there was somebody from each group that were working there. Somebody was a cashier, somebody was a greeter, somebody priced the clothes, and we sold clothes out of a store. Well, I can tell you how much fun I had. I'm not sure how much good I did. We had wonderful dances at Christmas time. I can remember when I used to go to the dances down at the Occidental Hotel, which was blowing up because we went down to see it, watch it blow up.
My name is Bobbie Hilleary. I have found we really don't sometimes realize what are the needs. And through Service League, I personally found out of how many families with children need clothing, food, services. In the past, we used to have what was called an investigating committee. And as charities in town needed money for a new refrigerator, a new stove, whatever they might need, we had a group that would go out and investigate, members from the different chapters. Then they would all come back together, and as a group, we would vote. And so money would be given to, like, I don't remember, 5, 6, 7 charities a year. Not only was that important, but as a group, I would learn what another group investigated. So you would learn about the different needs that we don't really hear about sometime today.
I'm Irene Pierson, and I joined in about 1975. And a good friend of mine, Ellen Hanley, encouraged me and said, "Don't accept an invitation from anyone else but me to join Service League." Unfortunately, it's an aging process. I've lost many friends who have gone on and no longer can really participate in many things. Whereas we had the Nearly New shop and a common purpose, we're somewhat fractured right now, and that is bothering me, but it's just a sign of the times, and we have to work through it.
My name is Jean Livingston, and I joined in 1965. I really enjoyed working at the store when we had the Nearly New store because we met and spent time with members from all other groups. And we sorted clothes, and we waited on people, and I used a chicky machine to put money in and out of. The women are fabulous. They really, truly are. And they're very giving. No matter what group they're in, they are considerate of others, not completely self-centered, and considerate, obviously, of the community. And I just really admire the groups.
I'm Phyllis Laurin, and I joined in 1965. I remember when I joined, and Judith Minty called me. In those days, you had to be approved by the board before you could join. So she asked me, would you like to join Service League? And I said, don't you have to discuss me? And she said, we already have. So then I joined. I feel like our Women and Children's Fund is a real asset to the community. And I think, we really should have started that earlier, because we used to just divide our money amongst organizations that would ask for a certain amount of money for maybe a specific thing like a refrigerator or something like that. But this gives us a real focus and a real future in the community.
I'm Ellen Hanley, and I probably joined, I don't remember the exact date, but I was in the 60s, early 60s. Well, when I was president, we established the tax-exempt procedure, and we were very happy to get that from the government. And we gave to many organizations that needed some help, as well as children. And that gave me much satisfaction. Well, knowing all the people, and they were all fun, and we had happy times at our meetings, and I remember the dances. I just loved those Service League dances. They were very special, and they were given for the happiness of the people, and they were very popular and raised money besides.
My name is Nancy Stone, and I joined in 71. There was a group of us that we didn't know each other at all. There were 8 of us that somebody chose. They decided to add a new group. At that time, they wanted to have 16 in every group. It was kind of a set thing. So we 8, in turn, were supposed to find 8 more. So that's what we did. And those friends these were people, many of us didn't know each other at all. And over the years, we've just gotten to be great friends. I mean, we take little trips together, and we have meetings every month, and just have a good time. We've always enjoyed each other, and added to our group over the years too. I think the nice thing is we have all ages. Once a year we all get together, and even though it serves a purpose, it's also a really good friendship thing.
My name is Jane Missimer, and I joined, I believe, in 1995 or 96. When Jane Austen was president of Service League back in 1997, I believe, she led us, along with Kay Olthoff and myself, to start the Women and Children's Fund that's already been talked about a little bit. It was a giant step for Service League in that they were going to consolidate their money into the, I think it's called Muskegon County Community Foundation, in order to better manage their money, not only in that respect, but also to meet the needs and under the guidance and help of the foundation. We started it with, I know, a $10,000 contribution that is now over $500,000. So we're proud of that, but we're also really proud that we've given back to the community in excess of $250,000 in grants to causes that benefit women and children.
I'm Barb Potuznik, and I joined in 1971. I was one of the original 8 gals. And as Nancy told you, they would like us to have 16 in our group, so we 8 of us all went out and chose another friend to come in, so we had their 16 to start our group. Well, one year for our annual dinner, we were asked to come as a movie, or either decorate our table, something to do with a movie. So we decided that we were going to do the movie that Whoopi Goldberg had. We rented Nuns' Habits, and we all came as nuns, and we sang that song, My God. And everybody just broke out in big applause and everything. We were a hit.
I'm Barbara Hermanson. I joined in 1966, and it was really quite an exciting time for young women at that age. And we were invited to a tea. And it was explained that the organization called Service League existed, and is that anything we would be interested in doing? And because the name of the organization is Service League, we were all interested in service. So we joined number 17. We're still group number 17. And there were 16 of us, and the camaraderie was incredible. We got to meet the entire organization through working at Nearly New Shop. There was no goodwill. There were no yard sales. There was no place for people to go to get used clothing and goods. So we provided a very, very needed service in the community. Young women going into the work environment, looking for a job. Oftentimes, if they didn't have the money, we would provide them with an outfit to go for interviews, clothes to go to work in to get them started and back on their feet. We provided a very unique service to the community.
I'm Wendy Kersman, and I have joined Service League 3 times. Friendship. That's my biggest takeaway. Service would be my second takeaway, because we are a service league and we are a service organization. And then camaraderie, which is also part of friendship, getting to know the community in all its aspects, being united with people from different backgrounds, different places, all for the same cause. It's been an important part of my life. Even though I've left it twice, I've always come back. I think it's important to remember that things change, that we're not always going to be the same organization, but we always have the same values. And we're always looking to better our community and to better the lives of women and children. And that's really our focus. How we do it may differ, whether we have the Nearly New, whether we have the treasure sale, whether we have the Service League ball. It really doesn't matter. But we do it really with love in our hearts and a spirit of fun and a spirit of doing good for the community.
My name is Amy Rudholm, and I joined Greater Muskegon Service League back in 1995. My biggest takeaway, I'll try to say it without being emotional. The women in Greater Muskegon Service League are so inspiring. They have taught us how to be better, how to give more, and how to give to one another.
We would like to maintain our presence in Muskegon County, and be known for our leadership to give back to the community.
I think it's wonderful that we give to the children, but I think we must think of other activities that we could give money to.
A lot of us have spent most of our lives here and are aware of those in need, and I feel that that's been very important.
I grew up in Muskegon, but I left for 34 years and didn't come back to live here. I was amazed at how many good things were happening in this city and what a vision they now have. And I think that, and Service League has been a part of that. We have to attract young women to join.
Well, I felt, as I said, that we provided a service, and I felt like I got to know a lot of wonderful women.
All the girls are perfect. They're wonderful. President, vice president, they work hard. They try to get all the older group to do more, but we still enjoy being in Service League.
I'm proud of my association with them. I'm proud of what we did when it was my time. I was younger and could really work and became president of the organization.
The people that have been involved are marvelous people who are dedicated to providing services for Muskegon County, and I think oftentimes it goes unnoticed and not really, we have never tooted our horn that much. So hopefully people will begin to realize we've accomplished a lot and given a lot back to the community, not only in monies, but in time and effort.
Keep on keeping on.
It's just fun. We just like it.
Greater Muskegon Service League has been around for 92 years. It has done so much good for the community and provided women really an outlet to give to others and to be those role models that we need to make Muskegon a better place.